Hi everyone, I want to show you a quick way to make some amazing kombucha, and the one I prefer the most is the one with ginger. I find that it gives a lot of carbonation, and the taste is really amazing. It's refreshing. Of course you can flavor it with anything else that you want. I've tried in the past with apple, with cinnamon. I've tried mango, strawberry, raspberry. Everything works pretty well, but my favorite is ginger. And so all you need for a good kombucha is obviously the starting Scoby. So what I'll do is I'll just continue doing from my old one. And then you need about 6 bottles. I use my beer bottles because these ones, when you cap them, you can create a certain amount of pressure, and then it's not gonna break or anything. So make sure it's a decent bottle, or you can use even pop bottles, plastic bottles. Everything would work. For tea, I use a good quality Ceylon Earl Grey tea. This is tea from Sri Lanka, and it's under the form of dried little leaves. And you need 12 grams for a 4-liter. 12 grams of tea, that's about 3 to 4 tablespoons. And you're gonna need a cup of sugar. And then you're gonna have to grate your ginger with the cheese grater. Now, before you start, I recommend you boil your water. And me, what I do is I use this fancy kettle that is Middle Eastern style. So I boil my water, and once the water is boiled, I take my tea, dump it, and then pour boiling water over it, and then let it brew for 20 minutes to an hour. Okay, not rocket science. Just leave it for a while, let it brew nice, and then after that you can use it. Now, before we start the new one, obviously I want to make space on the ready one. So when your kombucha is ready, so we're starting a bit backwards now, grab a container where you can pour your kombucha. So whenever you do your kombucha, make sure to leave 20%. I still have a bit more than 20%. I'll use some more. I don't have space now. But what you want ideally is leave 20% of it in the container and leave your Scoby. And if you want to give it to someone, then use only, leave some extra, and then you can take your Scoby, cut it up, put it in a jar, give him also some liquid, some old kombucha, so that they can start the culture. So now get your ginger and grate it. Grate it nicely. Don't slice it. Don't cut it into pieces. I find it doesn't work as well. So just take a cheese grater and grate it into fine particles. And then depending on how much you like, how strong, take this paste and add into your bottles. So what I'll do is I'll grab some and put it in each of the pre-washed clean bottles. So your bottles, if you keep them clean, you can just rinse it and it's sufficient. If it's really dirty, then use 1 part bleach for 9 part water and disinfect it. But if you're always, after using your kombucha or your beer, you wash it right away, then you do not have to worry about sterilizing it, because kombucha already, there is so much microorganism that it's very hard for bacteria and fungus to compete with the kombucha. And then you can use the juice too. to help you pour, grab a funnel, and then you can start pouring your kombucha into the bottles. And also make sure when you're filling it up to leave about this much space so that the carbonation can build up. Don't fill it up all the way to the top. So from a 4-liter container, you get 6 bottles of kombucha, and the bottles are these bottles are 350 milliliter bottles. That's it. And then you can cap your bottles and then store them in a warm area or at room temperature for about 10 days to 20 days. Longer you wait, more carbonated it's going to be. And then you can put it in the fridge and then enjoy it. And if you don't drink it all at one shot, it's fine. Just recap it, put it in the fridge, and then you can enjoy it the next day. So these will be ready to store. And now what we'll do is start the next batch. We have our 20% kombucha with the Scoby in it. We have our brewed tea. So I'm going to pour the tea. So this is nice because it also have a filter there in the nozzle, so it keeps the tea back. If you're doing it in one container with the boiling water, maybe you can use some sort of filtering device to get rid of your leaves. And then I just add some more of my hot water. It's about now about 1.5 liters. And then you put your sugar. While it's hot, it's going to be easier to dissolve. And then stir it a couple of minutes. Now this is hot. Do not add it to your kombucha this way. Prepare some water, some clean water. I use Brita filter water, and then add it here rather than putting the hot water here, hot tea with and adding the cold, so that you don't kill your Scoby, because your Scoby is still a living creature there, and you do not want to kill it. Now this is about 30 degrees Celsius, so it's perfect. You can directly add it on it. And then complete the volume all the way to the top. It's that easy. Now all you have to do is let it ferment for, you know what, minimum a week. It depends on your taste. Me, I like it acidic, so I leave it about, oh, sorry, that was my quail. I leave it there for 2 to 3 weeks. It becomes nice and acidic, and then I bottle it. But after a week, you can already use it. And I place it somewhere dark, or just cover it with a towel, and let it ferment. Enjoy!